Oh, snap. I don't know how long y'all saw me dancing, but I was jamming just now. Hello, welcome. Happy Monday. Happy President's Day. Maybe you were off. I think you were off today. Awesome. How you guys doing today? Nurse Sam here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on this live. This is an impromptu live. I'm going to tell you why. Okay. I want you guys to understand how we're going to play the games that we're going to be playing on Pharmacology Game Night. I want you to see how we're going to be doing that live and in action. So every day this week, we're going to be going live. I'm going to be showing you guys how we're going to play. We're going to be playing some practice rounds, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to not only win for game night, because of course we're winning prizes. Duh. It's Nurse Sam, let's be honest. But we're also going to give you some tips and tricks on how to actually apply that for the NCLEX, for your nursing school exams. It's all about learning how to take the test like the NCLEX wants you to, all right? Learning how to study for the NCLEX, like the NCLEX. Okay, so hello. When you come in, please drop in the comments. Hello, Sarah. How you doing, LaShawn? Going back to get my RN Nurse Sam. Awesome. All right, so if you guys don't know me, I'm Nurse Sam. Hello. I'm the founder of Nurse Sam Global Media, or the nursesam.com, where I create fun visuals for nursing students, RN and PN, that help you guys actually retain more in less time through entertaining visuals and videos and graphics. All right, so research says that your brain actually retains more when you see visuals and when you're entertained when you're learning. So I took that and ran with it. I went to school myself, nursing school myself 10 years ago. I am a visual learner, a kinesthetic learner, and ADHD AF. Okay, if you get me, you get me. So learning and studying did not come easily to me, not at all. So all of the methods that I use are actual methods that I use for me to get myself through nursing school. Of course, she graduated top of her class and passed her NCLEX in. At the time, the minimum was 75 questions, not 85, but she passed in 75. Right. And for the past 5 years, I have been helping over 50,000 other nursing students pass their exams, pass their NCLEX, and become amazing nurses that I know you guys can all be. So I want to take that and share that with you guys. Now, one of the amazing ways that I do that is by gamifying learning, right? We all have those overwhelming subjects about nursing school: pharmacology, med surg, right? A drag, overwhelming. Who can even learn when they're having an anxiety attack? Exactly. So I decided to make it fun, because that's what I did for me. Maybe it works for you, maybe it doesn't. For those that are like me, hi, I'm your tribe. And we like to have fun and be entertained when we're learning, because that's literally how you retain more. So this is an introduction into our Pharmacology Game Night. One of the games that we're going to be playing is Pharmacology Bingo. Okay, have you guys ever played Pharmacology Bingo? Came out with it, I think, September of last year. We played a few rounds throughout the end of last year. Maybe you caught it, maybe you didn't, not sure. But we're going to be playing today to give you guys a little feel and a taste and a sneak peek of what to expect when we play on game night, especially because we are playing for prizes. And if you're anything like me, Scorpio gang, we're competitive. Friendly competitive, though, right? So have you guys played Pharmacology Bingo? And if not, would you like a rundown of the rules? Would you like to go ahead and just play? Let me know in the comments. So type play for play and type rules if you want the rules. And please introduce yourselves. I would love to get to know you. Again, I'm Nurse Sam, the creator of the nursesam.com and Camp Nursing School. If you have not joined, please go look at that. All right. Hi, Tiny. Tiny said rules, please. Anybody else need the rules? I'm going to show you the rules. All right. Also, if you want a little, your own sneak peek, if you want to play by yourself and not just on this live, you can download this freebie. Of course, I made it a freebie for you guys because I love you so much. You can download this freebie of this example, so you can get a feel of how you can play and how you can take the same board and kind of use it different ways and use it to really take your learning and maximize your studying. But of course, we're going to add some twists and tricks to it during the actual game night, but that's to come on that day. But for now, I'm going to give you the gist of how we're going to play. These are the rules of how we're going to play Pharmacology Bingo. All right. So just like regular bingo, you're going to have your bingo card. Wait, there it is. Bingo card. Right. We're going to have a free spot in the middle. And then instead of numbers, right, we're going to have medications. And these are 24 of the commonly tested, AKA high yield, NCLEX high yield medications that you're going to commonly find, that you're going to be commonly tested on, right? So just in case you didn't know what high yield meant, whenever you saw or whenever you see NCLEX high yield, that just means commonly tested. These are meds that are either commonly tested because they're commonly prescribed. And the more commonly prescribed the medication is, the more the NCLEX is going to want you to know about it. So you're going to have like your antihypertensives, like your blood pressure medications, your diuretics, your antibiotics, your antidepressants, your insulins. Those are your high yield medications. You need to know each and every last one of those. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about those medications. You need to know it. Like you will definitely be tested on insulin. That's what I mean, right? So there's certain things that you definitely just need to know, must know, and are the actual like foundation of you getting those other questions, correct or not. So this is, again, the basic, the groundwork, the essentials that you need to know for pharmacology, drug-wise, as well as like key side effects, contraindications, drug class, suffixes, those things that you need to know. This is going to help you retain more. It's going to help you recognize those meds faster and recall them faster when you need to, just in a fun way that we all love. Bingo. Who doesn't love bingo, right? All right. Tiny said, hello, I'm taking my NCLEX in a few days, so I know this would be helpful. Oh, awesome. This would be very helpful. It's just a fun way to review. It's a better way to review. Science-backed, proven. I've been doing this for 5 years. I've helped over 50,000 nursing students. And this is just a new fun way for me to do it. We've done other games that I'm going to show you throughout the rest of the week that we're going to play in game night. But this is our first one. All right. So how we're going to play, again, this is your board. I'm going to have this up while we play. But if you want to have yours printed out for participation, if you're a physical person, you prefer to have it printed out, have at it. You don't need to, up to you. All right, so how we're going to play, just like I said, regular bingo, I'm going to read the clues. Okay, these are going to be the clues, just in case you guys want to play it by yourself. I have all the clues that I'm using for this example, of course. Game night, we're having different meds, different clues. Okay. If you want to review those farm questions, you can do it by yourself, or you can play with a study buddy. For this particular live and this demo, I'm going to read the questions and you guys are going to type in the comments what the answer is going to be. All right. If you had your pharmacology bingo card in front of you, you would mark off the correct med. And then the first person to get bingo is going to be the person that wins that round. Right. And bingo, of course, is when you get all 5 spots in a row, whether that's vertically, horizontally, or diagonally in any, way. All right. So I don't know if y'all can see that way, and that way. Okay. So does that make sense? Do you guys need to review the rules here? And again, the if you download the freebie, you're going to get this variation of this board. And you're also going to get a blank template. The blank template is what you're going to want to print out for game night because, of course, new meds, you're not going to know what meds we're going to be playing with until we get there. And I want everyone to kind of write in whatever med they want, wherever spot. So that way it's more genuine and authentic, like a bingo card where it's just randomized. But for now, we're just playing for this one. Okay. All right. So give me a thumbs up if you guys are ready, if you understand the rules and you are ready to play. I'm not going to show you guys the clues. That's for me. Let me know when you guys are ready to play Pharmacology Bingo. Let me know in the comments. Type ready. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you give this live a like. Share it. Make sure you follow, subscribe, all that great stuff at the Nurse Sam or at the Nurse Sam TV on YouTube. We're going to be going live every day this week, going over a different fun way to study pharmacology. So a different game. Today is going to be Pharmacology Bingo. Tomorrow is going to be another thing that I'm going to show you after we get through this round. All right. So if you guys are ready, let's do it. All right. Thumbs up if you are ready to play. Okay, let's go ahead and read our first clue. You guys aren't going to see that. Okay, so I was making sure you guys did awesome. First clue. This drug is an anticoagulant that monitors the lab APTT. This drug is an anticoagulant that monitors the lab APTT. Which one is it? So you want to look on your bingo card, look on your board for the medication that best matches the clue I just read. Okay, so which of these medications is an anticoagulant that monitors the lab APTT? Wait for it. Okay, Sarah says heparin. I'm saying heparin. Oh, I'm seeing somebody say warfarin. That's okay. I'm glad you said that. We're gonna talk about it. All right. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Nikki. Blackberry. Okay, great. I was seeing the other lives you guys said. All right. So the answer is heparin. Great job. Great job. But for those that said warfarin, I'm glad you said warfarin. Okay. Again, this is a safe space to learn and study. We do not berate, we do not belittle for getting answers wrong. That just means an opportunity for you to get it right when it actually matters, aka on the test. We're on social media right now. Okay. You can get the questions wrong all you want. It does not matter. However, when you leave this live, my purpose, my sole goal is to make sure that once we review something, you see it again, you say, oh my God, we went over this on a random Monday night on live with Sam. And so you actually get the question right when it actually matters. Okay. So the answer is heparin, and I'm going to help you remember why the answer is heparin. Remember, it's an anticoagulant. Okay. Whenever you hear anticoagulant, I want you to immediately think two things: heparin and warfarin. Period. All right. The suffix, when you think, the drug class is anticoagulant, the suffix is going to be arin, A-R-I-N. So heparin, warfarin. So we can see right here, right above the free is the warfarin, and right below the free is the heparin, and right below the free is the warfarin. Okay, so you can see they have the same suffix. All right, now the thing that's going to help you remember as far as the specific things that you need to know for each of these meds, the letter P. The letter P with heparin is going to be the guiding light for you for all the major things and the key aspects that you need to know about anticoagulants. All right. You need to know what labs they monitor. You need to know the antidote for each. Okay. Amongst those things. Now, the things I needed to know if it's safe in pregnancy, amongst other things, but those are like the main things. Okay. Now, the thing that all three of those things in heparin have in common is the letter P. Okay. So heparin has P. Warfarin does not have P. It's a P-free zone in warfarin zone. Okay. So heparin, everything that you need to remember about heparin has letter P. All right. The lab for heparin is APTT, has the P in it. So if you have a lab, okay, it's APTT, think heparin and let that P be your guiding light. All right. Now the opposite, okay, you need to know that as well. When it comes to heparin and warfarin and anticoagulants, you need to think of it as a 2-for-1 deal. All right. If it's a question that's asking you about heparin, you need to automatically in your mind say, okay, let me make sure I know the same thing for warfarin. All right. And with that being said, since it just asked us about the labs to monitor for heparin, what are the labs to monitor for warfarin? You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. I promise you. Write it in the chat. Write it in the chat. Somebody said the T's in APTT make an H. That's a great way to remember it as well. That's another one. Whatever works for you. Right? Okay, so if the labs to monitor for heparin is APTT, and remember that because they both have P in it, all right, what are the labs to monitor for warfarin? INR. Correct, INR, absolutely. All right, I've seen a study tip float around, and this is no shade, I'm just helping you, of course. But I've seen a study tip float around that's like, oh, you remember that the lab to monitor for warfarin is INR because the last 3 letters of warfarin are INR, and so it's scrambled, it has the letters INR, but so do heparin. So don't confuse yourself. Use whatever study tip you need, but I just make sure it works. Okay, so warfarin is INR, heparin is APTT. Remember the P to help you make the difference, but make sure you know the opposite for both. Okay, now the next thing you need to know is if it is safe in pregnancy. P for pregnancy. All right, so heparin is safe in pregnancy, warfarin is not. There's no P in pregnancy. There's no P in warfarin, and warfarin is not used at all. It's contraindicated in pregnancy. So if a pregnant woman needs a anticoagulant, it's not going to be heparin. It's not going to be warfarin. It's going to be heparin because it is safe. So heparin is P, heparin, pregnancy. Great. Warfarin, no. A great way to remember for that one is pregnant women can't go to war. That's a good one. That's a good one to remember, that one. And the other thing that you need to know is the antidote. Very important. And you need to know both. They will confuse you. Okay. What is the antidote for heparin? What is the antidote for INR? Sorry, warfarin. What is the antidote for warfarin? What is the antidote for heparin? What do you guys think? And remember the P. There's 2 that you need to think about, but the way to remember which one goes to heparin and which one goes to warfarin, think of that letter P. Think of that letter P. You're going to be thanking me during your next exam. Go ahead and DM me whenever that happens. But yes, for warfarin, the antidote is vitamin K. For heparin, the antidote is protamine sulfate. I knew what you meant, Bree Star. I totally know what you meant. I knew it wasn't portable. I knew what you meant. But yes, the antidote for heparin is protamine sulfate. P for protamine sulfate, right? Exactly. You're welcome. Listen, we do not judge spelling. We do not judge pronunciation around here in these streets, okay? Because we still can't say metoprolol or metoprolol. Still don't know what it is. It's the luck of the draw for the day. So trust me, I get it. So great thing. Make sure you note that about warfarin and heparin, okay? Fun game, but you just learned about, 2 weeks of information and saved yourself about like 30 days of tears. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, does that make sense? Was that fun? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Something let me know that you learned a lot. You took those notes. Okay, NCLEX love twins. They love twin drugs. Twinning them, warfarin and heparin is a twin in them when it comes to drugs. Okay, there's another one. There's a lot actually, but there's another one on this board specifically that I want to make sure I mention to you, whether it's during tonight's game or another game. I want to make sure you know that. Okay, so let's go to the next question if you guys are ready. Oh, great. You guys are loving it. Oh, I love it. You guys like it. All right, so next question. Okay, this drug is a hormone that is secreted when blood is high. This drug is a hormone that is secreted when blood sugar is high. I don't think it said sugar. When blood sugar is high. What are you guys saying? All right, I want to say it again. This drug is a hormone secreted when blood is high. What is our answer? Insulin. Okay, insulin. All right, let me see what else you guys, let me see, make sure everyone's saying it. Insulin. Okay, yes, the answer is insulin. Absolutely. Now, remember I said that NCLEX loves the twin and M thing? What is the opposite of insulin? This is one of the twins that you need to know of because they will make sure that they include it in some way, shape, or form to make sure you know the difference between the two. What is the opposite of insulin? If insulin is the hormone that is secreted when blood is high, that means the opposite is a hormone that is secreted when blood is low. And I'm going to tell you why these two are very, very easy to get mixed up and very easy to get confused. Glucagon. Thank you. Yes. The opposite of insulin is glucagon. Insulin is secreted when your blood sugar is high. So that means insulin lowers your blood sugar. Okay. So that little note and that little nugget in itself is what confuses a lot of people. Don't confuse insulin being secreted when blood sugar is high with the fact that insulin itself lowers blood sugar. Don't get confused by the raise and the lower and the high and the low. Okay. So just think about it in one way and then think about the opposite for the other drug. So if insulin is going to lower our blood sugar, glucagon is going to raise our blood sugar. All right. Really, I just think about what it's used for. Insulin's used for when your blood sugar is high. Glucagon's used for when your blood sugar is low. Okay. So those are the two of the twins that I want to make sure you know of. Okay. So another one, just so we know how we kind of take the questions and optimize them so we really learn what we need to learn and like none of the fluff, just the real key aspects that you definitely will be questioned on at some point in your nursing school career. That's the whole point of these games, and we just do it in just a fun way, and it's just not overwhelming. Okay, so let's do another one, another question. Dry cough is a common side effect of this antihypertensive drug class. Dry cough is a common side effect of this antihypertensive drug class. Ooh, they love to ask this question. Please make sure you know this. They love to ask this question. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Restar came through with the all caps. I see you, Simply Soul Step, ACE inhibitors. I see you, Miss Watson, ACE inhibitors, ACE inhibitors. Eugene, Esther, I see you. Okay, great. How did you guys remember that? How'd you guys remember that? No, really, I'm really asking because I want to know how you. What made you in your brain remember that? Because it's very important. Because in addition to ACE inhibitors, I'm going to tell you something else that they love to ask you about. This one's like a fraternal twin, whatever. Okay, so the answer is ACE inhibitors. Again, on your board, and when we play, we're going to be marking it off. Again, this is just an example of these meds that you definitely need to know. During the actual gameplay on Thursday, during Pharmacology Game Night, which is free, by the way, y'all have registered, right? Right, exactly. I know, right? Completely free, but we're going to be filling in our medications on our blank pharmacology bingo card. So just so you know. But yes, the answer is ACE inhibitors. Now, let's say that the patient, this is very important. Let's say that the patient cannot tolerate the dry cough And yeah, let's say that they cannot tolerate the dry cough and they want to, they can't tolerate the dry cough. All right. You would expect, this is how they would word it, because we're not doctors, so we can't make this decision. They would be like, what would you expect for the doctor to do? That's how they word it. That's how they get you, right? What would you expect for the doctor to consider switching them? Or what medication would you not be alarmed at if you saw in their medical record that the doctor will switch them to if they cannot tolerate the dry cough of an ACE inhibitor? What's the next line of defense medication wise, antihypertensive medication wise, when it comes to ACE inhibitors, specifically that dry cough? What are you guys saying? Let me see. Let me see. Someone here who known about RN Jensen. Do you have a family member who teach RN class? Who, me? I don't. Common patients come and they've been covered the job and on Lisinopril. Right, Lisinopril is an ACE inhibitor. Right, so the answer is ARBs. The answer is actually ARBs. Right, alpha receptor blockers. ARBs. I don't know if you guys ever see, there was like a meme that was going around. It was a pharmacology meme, like it was very nerdy, but I chuckled. And it was like, I'm sitting here trying to figure out the difference between an ACE inhibitor and an ARB. It's true. It's like a thing. They have very similar mechanisms of actions as far as how the medication actually works in lowering the blood pressure. There's like one takes like 75 and the other one takes like 285. That's like the only difference, as far as like, it's like one main difference, but it's so similar in mechanism of action. Usually ACE inhibitors are the first line of defense, but that cough, if they can't handle the cough, or even if they have like a bronchospasm or something where they cannot tolerate the ACE inhibitor, like I said, it's usually because of the cough that's at least tested for the NCLEX. But if it's not the ACE inhibitor, it's an ARB, an ARB, an alpha receptor blocker. Alpha receptor blocker. Okay, like the sartans, like losartan, the suffix sartan. Would you say Sharma? Someone here who would know about testing teaching. I'm not sure what your question is. No, ARBs is on the bingo. This is me testing you and asking you just a follow-up question, just so you know. ACE inhibitors is on the bingo card, but ARBs isn't on this particular bingo card. But again, this is just an example. These aren't all the meds that you need to know. These are the main ones that you need to know. But again, the ones that we play on game night are going to be 24 brand new meds, may or may not involve ARBs. So I may or may not be telling you this on purpose. So make sure you register for Pharmacology Game Night, completely free. It's going to be live, fun. We're going to play a bunch of games, including Pharmacology Bingo, plus some other ones. Okay. Would you help in clearing NCLEX? That's what I'm doing. But yes, so if you guys have not registered for Pharmacology Game Night, please do so. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. And it's free. We're going to play amazing games, one of which is going to be Pharmacology Bingo. We're going to do Pharmacology Guess Who, or our Guess Who version, which is Pharmacology Guess the Med, and click
then come back. So they,
Hi.
you know, you know,
Okay. My fault. My computer died. Full transparency. But yes, so I was basically just saying I'm waiting for you guys to kind of, well, waiting for myself to appear and populate just because I know there's going to be a delay. But basically what I was saying, I believe, was Pharmacology Game Night on Thursday, 2:20. There's people in there. Pharmacology Game Night, 2:20 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 100% free. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna play some games. We're gonna win prizes, right? So make sure you register because everyone that registers is gonna automatically be entered into the game night giveaway. All right. So everyone that wins a game, right, a round of a game is going to win a prize, of course. Participation matters, but for everyone that registers for the live, especially if you come to the live, it's going to be entered for the giveaway of. Remember this? Remember I was working on this? Okay, this isn't just a regular game of Guess Who, but this is the first and only. I'm unboxing it, by the way. This is the first and only Pharmacology Guess the Med physical board. All right. I gave you guys the printables and the instructions how to make your own. You guys were like, this is cute, but I don't want to do it. Totally understood. I'm a creative, so I did it for me when I was doing those examples with you guys. And this is what this is one of the games that we're going to be playing. Right. So I don't know if you've ever played Guess Who. Okay. I don't know if you've ever played Guess Who, but usually it's a mystery card game, right? And it's set up on this little board. All right. And these are, again, more high yield medications, some that you see that are similar, some that aren't. Okay. And there's a blue version as well, but I went and I actually printed these out. Okay. I printed these out, not on regular paper, but cardstock paper. That's love, because no one just has cardstock paper hanging around. Like I had to go to Office Depot for that. But I got the real fancy, real sturdy paper. Okay, so it was very much official. So it wasn't just these flimsy. All right, color printed. I cut each piece hand by hand. I had 3 nasty paper cuts, but I did it for you because I love you and I want to make sure you learn and have a great experience. And honestly, this is just like a flex to have in class especially when you're preparing for your NCLEX or something, or a game night, not a game night, but a exam that you have. An honest flex is to have this, but I want to make sure that I had that for you guys. So that's the grand prize winner for the game night giveaway. You're going to get a fully assembled, fully printed, already done for you. You're just going to get it in the mail. You're going to open it up like it is Christmas Day. It's going to be your grand prize, okay? The first and only Pharmacology Guess the Med. It's a collector's item at this point. So in addition to educational, right, also holds some value. That's going to be awesome. And it's a great story. Okay. So that's going to be your grand prize winner. Make sure you register because, again, everyone that registers was automatically entered into that giveaway to win the fully assembled Pharmacology Guess Who game. Now, speaking of the Guess Who game, we're going to be playing that tomorrow. So make sure you tune back here. Okay, we're going to come back here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go back here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on live, and we're going to play the Pharmacology Guess the Med, the physical version, so you can kind of see how we're going to play and how you're going to play when you win or when you have the chance to win the game night giveaway. All right, so make sure you go to the link in my bio. All right, and head to I think it's the second link, and it says the live free game night. Make sure you register, and I will see you then, as well as tomorrow, same time, same place, 8 p.m. right here on my Instagram, YouTube, my Facebook, so we can play Guess the Med. All right, this is super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you loved Pharmacology Bingo tonight, we only played a few rounds. You're going to love it during the game night. And you're going to super love all the other games that we have. All right. It's all about fun learning, gamified learning, and studying smarter, not harder. All right. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you check me out. Oh, and you still have time to take advantage of the 50% off sale. Remember, that's only to the first 100 orders. And we're already down to the last 30. So you must please go ahead. I don't want you guys to miss out on this. Another content, the Ultimate Nursing School Bundle 2.0, our 400-page bestseller. Make sure you grab that, 50% off. Use code LOVE50 on thenurseam.com. And I will see you guys tomorrow for day 2.